Morning, folks. Beautiful day today. I'm up here to check those trail cameras. But while I was going by here, Wallace Creek here is one of the places in that book. There was a lost mine of some sort. I can't remember what they said, a Telluride claim or something. I'm not even positive what that means. The snow up here is deeper than it looks. Good girl. But anyhow, if I fall over here, let's go dig that out and see what it says. Good girl. So Wallace Creek. I got this book here quite a while back. Lost Treasures in Idaho. And it's kind of a neat book, really. It goes by county. It's got a whole bunch of stories in each county. Let's see, here we go. Okay, oh, that's Idaho County. I want Lemhi. There we go. So that one up Wallace Creek here, there's two things on it. Neither one of them are very long. But this first one, I think it's completely unrelated. But it says here, a rich seam of gold ore was found and worked one summer in the late 1890s by a man named Cleveland. He did very well and went back to Missouri that winter. When he returned, all enthused the next spring to resume work on his developing mine, he was unable to relocate the site. He searched frantically and his health suffered. He died still looking for his rich strike. Cleveland was buried near the Yellow Jacket mine. This site is thought to be in the Middle Fork of the Salmon area, somewhere in the Primitive area off Highway 93. James M. Williams discovered an old mine in 1954 near Wallace Creek. The mine was about 12 miles upstream from the town of Salmon and a good 8 miles from the Salmon River, which is just exactly where we were. The old mine was on a hillside and was thought to be some 80 years old at the time Williams found it. It may well not be, but it may have been Old Man Cleveland's lost mine. I don't think so, because Wallace Creek, the primitive area, is now the designated wilderness area, and that's quite a ways over from Wallace Creek. Also, Yellow Jacket, it's a long ways from here. It says he died there or was buried there, so it could be, yeah, Cleveland was buried near Yellow Jacket mine, so it could be that he died here and they took him over there. It doesn't say, but it doesn't really fit. I don't think whatever mine James Williams found, I don't think is the same one as Cleveland's. That's probably a different one. And, who knows, it might be, but it doesn't sound right to me. It sounds like the wrong area. And then the other one for Wallace Creek here, Ma Fleiss. I don't know how you say that for sure. It's F-L-I-E-S-S. Fleiss? Anyway, Ma Fleiss was a lady prospector, and for some lady prospector of some renown in the area between Salmon Creek and Carmen. To the east of the spring that forms the headwaters of the Middle Fork of Wallace Creek, this woman discovered a rich Telluride deposit that assayed about 9,000 in gold to the ton of ore. For some reason, this site was lost. Oh, I got to look on that one. Wallace Creek, it's definitely this one over here. But I don't know if it has more than one fork, or where the spring for the headwaters is. I guess that's something to look up on Google Earth here. But anyway, this stuff's all kind of interesting. A lot of this is probably just stories. You know, some of them might be true, some of them aren't. But it's all kind of fun to think about, and maybe go and look for it now and then. Keep an eye open when you're deer hunting, that sort of thing. Another one here, Leesburg. And this might be, a while back I was talking about Dump Creek, and there was a big washout up there. The story I heard, and I've heard it a couple of times now, was that up higher up on the mountain, there was a small dam up there that they were using for hydraulic mining to get the water, you know, backed up. From what I heard two different versions. One was that it was accidental, and the other one was that they blew it up on purpose. But what I heard was that the water washed down the canyon there and drowned a bunch of Chinese at the bottom. And a friend of mine, Tony, he said he'd never heard that story before, and where did I see that? Well, I've been looking for that, and I can't find it anywhere. So maybe whoever told it to me, maybe it's just a story. I don't know. But I've heard it more than once. So I've been searching for that. I haven't found any more info on that. But this might tie into it. It might be completely different. But it says Leesburg is a ghost town 12 miles northwest of Salmon. I've had videos on that before. It's kind of a neat little place. The town was founded in 1866 when placer gold was discovered on Napius Creek. Okay, Napius Creek supposedly was the Indian word for gold. The town soon mushroomed to some 7,000 people, including a large Chinese population. It was a big strike, and more than $40 million in gold came out of the district. A massacre of many Chinese took place in 1879 there in Leesburg. There were all sorts of vicious murders and countless robberies. It's not just the Chinese caches one should seek in Leesburg. Accidents, bandits, high-graders, and everyday miners put away what they could, and many such stashes were never retrieved. I haven't read anywhere about a massacre of Chinese miners in 1879 in Leesburg, unless it's that washout. I don't know. It's fun to look into history like this when it's a place you can actually go to. But summers here at the fairgrounds are incredibly busy. I have very little time off, and when I do, I'm gathering firewood and doing that kind of thing. For a few years there, I got really heavily into prospecting and panning and stuff, and found a little bit of gold, and it was kind of fun to do, and I would love to do that again this summer if I can get time to do it. But some of these places in this book, and some of these graves in this book, I'm hoping this summer to go and see a little bit more of, and nothing else, it would just be kind of fun to do for a few hours in the day. But anyway, for today, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.